There I was, February 2020, listening to the President of the United States address a crowd of 11,000 supporters. How in the world did that happen? Well, it all started with knitting. I knit to relax, to escape the drama of real life, but like almost everything nowadays, even knitting has become political, to the point that only those with politically correct views are welcome in the online knitting forums. You think I'm kidding. I wish I were. But I'm not. The online knitting mob is real. And like all mobs, it's mean. That always made me uncomfortable. The insults and the name calling. But I despised those knuckle-dragging Republicans as much as the next knitter. So despite my discomfort, I never gave it much thought. Truth is, I'm more interested in mastering a 3-needle bind-off than discussing immigration policy. But the knitting mob wouldn't drop it. It became a fixation, a daily litany of how horrible the president and his followers were. It started to bug me. All I wanted to do was knit. But then I began to wonder, could those Trump supporters, some of whom were literally my neighbors, really be as irredeemable as they said? And here's what I discovered. These people were so nice.
Political correctness! Fuck political correctness! Amen! Right on! Build that wall!
Baby. Yeah, I am. You're making me leave.
All right, because I chose to express myself.
Fuck Islam! Fuck them! Get in here.
Fuck Islam! God bless Donald Trump! Thank you for not taking the shirt off.
I did. Fucking A, baby.
What's your problem with Trump?
The Constitution says that religion is a right
keep tabs on that.
Muslim is not a religion, partner. It's an ideology. You don't come and talk about America when you're supporting Muslims. Good luck to you.
Obama doesn't need
The president has divided this country so
Yeah.
bad.
Fuck that nigga.
If there's a group out there, just throw them the hell out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out. Get out.
Get out of here, Paul.
Say it.
Send them bastards back. I'm sure that paperwork comes in Spanish.
Ignorance and immigrants, they mix together. Woo! Woo!
If you don't speak English and don't contribute, get out.
Hillary Clinton needs to get her ass spanked.
Everybody gets offended by the pettiest little stuff. I mean, grow up.
Not a whole lot of women would put these shirts on and come out in public, and I thought, this is how I feel.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel he's the last chance we have to establish law and order and preserve the culture I grew up in.
I might question some of the policies they supported. They were only too happy to debate me. But I couldn't question their good intentions or decency. Inside, the atmosphere was electric, more like a rock concert than a political event. People were dancing and having a fantastic time. They were actually enjoying themselves. As it happens, 2 days earlier, I had been in this same arena for a Democratic Party rally. The contrast was stark. Whereas the event for the president was full of optimism and enthusiasm, the Democrats' event was all doom and gloom. The country was racked with racism, sexism, and xenophobia. At the Trump event, the participants were bursting with national pride.
God bless America.
course, the president touted his achievements, especially the economy, and attacked his opponents.
You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks. Like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you. Knock the crap out of him, would you? Seriously. I will pay for the legal fees, I promise.
In North Carolina this week, the world saw a Trump supporter do exactly what Donald Trump had called for, sucker punching a protester as he was being escorted out.
But I was surprised how funny he was, and his energy never flagged.
The collusion delusion is over. Total exoneration, complete vindication, and all of the current and former officials who paid for, promoted, and perpetuated the single greatest hoax in the history of politics in our country. Oh, we have our team right now in China. They just arrived. China! We've gone up, they've gone down, but we want them to be healthy. I support the Great Lakes. Always have. They're beautiful, they're big, very deep, record deepness, right? You'd be doing windmills, and if it doesn't blow, you can forget about television for that night. Darling, I want to watch television. I'm sorry, the wind isn't blowing. I know a lot about wind. So now when you leave your farm or small business to your children on the assumption that you like your children, some people don't. Some people say, I wouldn't leave it to them. Under any circumstances, I can't stand my kids. We believe that children should be taught to love our country, to honor our history, to be proud, to be happy, to love, and always to respect our great American flag.
He seemed to be enjoying the event every bit as much as his audience. Here's something else that surprised me. While the crowd had obvious affection for the country's chief executive, there was nothing slavish or mindless about it. These people were not stupid, not brainwashed, and as far as I could tell, not racist, sexist, or phobic anything. So, did going to a Trump rally change me? Well, my values are the same, but my perspective is different. I'll even say the experience made me a better person. I learned that the people who come to these rallies aren't there because they hate anybody. They're there because they love America. Somewhere between Pearl 1, Knit 2, I had lost that love. Now I have it again, and I'm grateful. The rally also reminded me that we are a people. Yes, we have fierce disagreements on how to solve our problems, but those who differ with us are not evil. Thinking that they are, that's the problem. That's what's tearing us apart. I refuse to add to the divisiveness any longer. I refuse to hate people I don't know simply because I don't like the way they vote. I invite you to join me. Let's make America civil again. If we can do that, we'll all win.